emissions. Like right now, we are heavily dependent on the kind of non-renewable sources. Now, if we reduce the energy emission itself, it will have a less impact on the environment. We are trying to switch to more renewable and more sustainable energy sources that will help us bring a more sustainable future.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you for your presentation. And as explained, I already get your advice and explanation. My question is, day by day, our awareness is becoming high. Thus, you say that 15 years ago, and now present, wages answer almost double and double. Earlier it was maximum 50 to 60 usual mark it was, but now it's going already 150. It's too much high for our third world country. So definitely now all material costs in Bangladesh and everything food and lifestyle cost is going high. Definitely it needed for each and every person. Definitely need to be. So, our wages is becoming high day by day. Then like China, instead of 2 months ago, instead of China also, and Vietnam and also other countries, like that their minimum wages month is worker salary, there is 200 to 205, 50 or 300 months. It going up to other country or worker salary wages and cost per month. So how do we improve? Just a short question. How do we improve our industry? Definitely need to give the worker salary wages, but we have also industrialmen also will need to survive. How do we get?
That's a beautiful question, sir. Now, we have thought about this problem. This is actually a very major problem. Now, sir, as you have mentioned, the workers need their wages, right? We cannot just say that you take less wage because they also have to run their family and stuff. Now, that is the reason we have approached this solution from a different perspective. What we are trying to aim is that we are going to make our workers more skilled. As we have seen, we are making digital skiller academy. This will help the workers, the employees to upskill themselves. Now, from what happens from this perspective is that we will have an increased efficiency and reduce the productivity.
Yes, a one-shot question is lead to our productivity.
Exactly.
The salary and income is a paying salary every month is going, but we have to focus on productivity by skill. This that means we need a double productivity. Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you, sir.
Sir, I would like to add, sir, if I tell it easily, like for giving the wages to the worker, we have to make profit. Like if I own the industry, so if I make a profit, then I can give wages to the worker. So if our proposed solution is implemented, then we can increase our production. So when we will increase our production, then we will increase the profit. And when the profit will increase, then the worker will get much more wages than they currently give. So
yes, this is the short question. Answer is
yes.
productivity need to high.
Yes, yes.
Thanks once again.
So, in the problem identification section, you have mentioned that there is a problem regarding the supply chain. So, could you please explain what are the reasons of unstable supply chain? And in your proposed supply chain, you have suggested to source raw materials from local and global sources. So in this case, how you will balance between the risks and sustainability issues in your supply chain?
Thank you, sir, for your question. So you can see in the supply chain, you have mentioned that we will collect raw materials from the local and foreign. So basically, sir, there are many parts that require that we have to use their raw materials to make products and then sell it to them. So that's why we have created a global raw material network and obviously local to increase the the TTP of Bangladesh basically, or empower the Bangladeshi local vendors. That's why we get mentioned. The most interesting part is that we have like a regional buffer. So basically, sir, when the raw material cost is increasing, so we can use the buffer raw material for our production and can keep balance of our product cost. For that, we have created the regional buffer house, and so you can see that we are using the smart transport system. So basically, sir, when we use the smart transport system, then we can easily reduce the cost of transport as well, and basically, and also as well as the time as well. So we can at the same time reduce the time and cost in the transport system as well. And so you can see in the factory production process, we have already mentioned that we have integrating RFID and blockchain to becoming a transparent supply chain, so that we can get more attract more buyers from foreign or local.
So I would like to add something that you have questioned here why the supply chain is so, right? So in the legacy supply chain or the independent supply chain in the company, there is some weaknesses, like they do not have real-time data, they have poor communication system, and they also have unstable reality. So we for solving this segmentation, we have aligned two segments. First of all, like we may have explaining the global sections and the local section. So for the first phases or the first segmentation, we are applying up to 50% local resources. Then for the real-time data production, we have a smart transport with proper tracking. So the real-time data production and the leakages or properly unrelying on the resources that can be cancelled by this process.
Yeah, that's the logical explanation. Yeah, the core thing is that the transparency throughout the supply chain is very, very important.
Now, if I summarize this answer shortly, the reason we are better than the conventional system is because we are more convenient, we are faster, and we have more transparent, and we have a solution that shows a much diversified supply chain. And that is the reason I believe that our system actually works as a better supply chain system. Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you, Team July from Kuwait. They have presented their potentialities in front of us, and now I am inviting the next team, Kaya from Joshua from Zia Technology College. Kaya from Joshua, I am inviting Kaya from Joshua in front of us to showcase their potentialities and their presentation in front of us.
So, first of all, I would like to welcome everyone to this our presentation. We are from Joshua and I am Amin. So, without delay, let's jump to the body of our presentation. So, before starting the presentation, I would like to question that what is Industry 4.0? Anyone? Okay, let me introduce that. Industry 4.0 means smart technology, where we use sensors, IoT, and AR, basically AR, which makes our work easier, faster, and more efficient. And obviously, Industry 4.0 is also called the fourth industrial revolution, and which makes our saves money and time. Now, incorporation of Industry 4.0 and apparel sector, there is some points like big data analytics, autonomous robots, simulation, and cyber security, the IoT, and the last one is the augmented reality. Obviously, it is. And Now I explain the challenges we faces in the industry 4.0. We have too many challenges like initial investment cost is too much high, the cyber security problem, the unskilled labor also, and basically the limited government support. We don't have the mass government support from government, and the raw material availability and cost, and the last one is social implication. So where there is a problem, always there is a solution. So we have the ways to overcome the challenges, like in this obviously modern technology, not in the mechanical technology, and train the workforce, raise the awareness, and improve our cyber security. Obviously, it is very much important, and we need to much stronger government policies that help us to turn our industry into 4.0. I am going to discuss about the situation of the small wave textile in industry 4.0. There is some situation like a technological issue, which says MES IoT is too much poor due to the interference and the legacy of our infrastructure. And second one is human resource challenges, where we faces the unskilled labor and the job insecurity for them, and also the middle management communication is struggling. And the third one is financial pressure. Obviously, if we want to turn our industry 4.0, the initial investment is too much cost, and obviously it will be the risk. And the last one is supply chain complexity. There are some systems like a global disruption, no real-time inventory, and the last one is traceability and digital source requirement from buyers and needs. And that's all from my side. Now I would like to welcome my next team member, Ranodip. The floor is yours. Thank you.
Thank you, Malani, for giving me the floor. After analyzing the case deeply, we have identified the problem and divided the problem into two groups. One is telecom and another is core issue. The first one in the inside of telecom, we have low return on investment and lack of skilled personnel, delayed implementation time, and unreliable IT system, employee resistance also. And core issue, we have some core issues that include infrastructure gap, lack of technology resistance, financial skills, and improper planning of supply chain. After we have a visual analysis, the fish looks so much delicious, but we are going to eat it. It indicates the challenges in implementing industry 4.0. If we look at the field side of the field model, at first we have technology, it consists of cost, is cybersecurity, and second we have people, it consists of labor and insufficient training. The third we have process, and process includes fourth, components and inadequate, and the fourth we have management, it includes investment in research and development, short-term focus and limited. The fourth we have external environment, it included technological change, regulatory and patient. The last one we have infrastructure, it's containing IT infrastructure and independent legacy system. And after analyzing the people, we can say that it's the main problem that gives us a better in implementing industry 4.0. In our case study, we gathered our solution into one project, and we named our project Digital Bangladesh Digital Hub. There is a reason behind it why we named like this, because in Digital Bangladesh we don't want manual work, we want digital. And our team believes that in Digital Bangladesh, with this Digital Hub, Bangladesh gets to the top position in the world. Let's know what we have done in our project. At first, our project contains the big idea one. We know that the smart web textile has 70% old look and 30% semi-automatic look. Based on this information, we make our big idea one. At first, our big idea one contains technological integration and architecture development. First, we have upgrade network infrastructure system. In upgrade network infrastructure system, we have industrial air router and signal booster that reduce the data interaction between the IoT and the MES. Second, we have edge computing system that reduce the dependency of internet service. Third, we have data cleaning and federation sector. If we use a middleware system to filter the data before supply the MES system, we can reduce the data interaction system. Then we have API grid, it enables the communication between the ERP system and the MES system. After we have sensor reliability, we know that most of our machines are old and semi-automatic. So if we replace the wireless IoT system with the industrial grade wired IoT system, the data flow will be smooth and no data interruption may occur. Then we have legacy integration. After developing AI-native wireless, we can communication between MES and IoT system is smooth. Last, we have private process optimization. organization, it is based on a quality cost. That's enough from my side. Now I would like to call my next team member to discuss this part.
Thank you, Burhan. Hello, I am Tanvir Aludaka. So, without further delay, let's jump into our big idea. Our big idea mainly focuses on human resource and workforce development strategy and work development strategy. We divided it into two different ideas. The first idea is skill gap bridging. We named it after Take Buddy program. In our Take Buddy program, we have digital literacy bootcamp for our workers and mid-level management. Also, we will introduce them with software like Power BI and Table for easy visualization and reporting. Then we have a long-term partnership with online platforms like Coursera and other AI for ROT-related training. The second section we have is addressing resistance. In addressing resistance, we have process for early adopters of smart machinery and yours also. We will also pair 50 takes saving resistance staff workers with resistance staff. Then we have using interactive mobile app for ABS training. And last, we have selecting change champions for workforce promote and acceptance to reduce failure. In our BID, we mainly focus on supply chain optimization and resistance strategy. We also divided it into two different sections. The first section that we include is real-time tracking. What we do in real-time tracking? We will implement barcode or RFID tags for raw materials. And second one is partnership with local customers and suppliers to track import details, which will also build a buyer and seller relationship. The second one we have is driven tools. AI will predict the disruption of shipping and also adjust the inventory buffer dynamically. If you justify our idea, Bangladesh is slowly and also it will help us to survive in the near future. It is high time for Bangladesh and